On the continent of Corvair, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
So, when we last saw you, y'all were, you fought this young sea serpent, and it was a rough fight, but ultimately Billiam the Croaker was the victor. We all saw that Billiam was the one that killed this sea serpent, taking all of the glory.
Mm-hmm. I took much meat and tooth.
Yeah, you took a big fang or something at the end, right?
And much meat.
Oh, man. So, y'all are continuing along this path that you had found, winding around the side of the cliffs. And as you're doing this, the path starts to widen. It starts to seem more like a path rather than, this kind of hilly, rocky terrain that you were kind of bouncing along. So, as you're walking, down this road, how are y'all feeling about this combat? How is Brittany feeling about what just transpired?
Disgusting.
To say, Brittany, you Brittany, you attempted to hex it or do some you attempted to just curse it out a few times, and I feel like it didn't really land that well.
It's fine.
I just feel like you need to work on your insults just a little bit more. You can be mean to me real good, and you have been a lot, but
You know what's insulting?
What?
Not being as strong as me. Billiam's just slapping his feet, completely just happy with himself.
Little frog muscles.
I'll be honest there, little frog kid. I didn't expect you to actually take that thing down. It was impressive. I won't deny that. That was pretty cool what you did there. I was hoping that the big old hammer, which normally works real good against stuff, would take that thing down, but no, you would.
There's a reason why I was made a croaker, and not you. You just got thrown around a lot.
I've never.
Your bear was more impressive than you were.
So, are you saying that I could apply to be a croaker at some time? That's something that's a path I could have chosen to go down?
No, you can't. You'd never be able to.
Why would you even want to?
Why wouldn't you want to?
I don't know. It seems
because there are better places to live than a swamp.
Well, no, the swamp is the best, clearly. And I'd like to go back
then
to it.
You should go back there. What about right now? Just go. This is a swamp. Why don't you make this your new home?
This is not a swamp. This is not my swamp. Also,
what's the difference?
Why don't you go back to your home? You're the one that came in and intruded on me.
That's where we're traveling
you took
to.
my rat, but I don't need it anymore because I got all of this, and you're not welcome to any of it.
That's fine. You know what? I think that's good advice, Billiam. I am going to go home, and this is the path home. So I'll see you later, little kid.
Where do you even live?
So you continue further ahead. You're kind of ignoring Billiam and Atlas. Atlas, do you have anything else to say to Billiam? Billiam, anything else to say to Atlas?
Hey, Billiam? What are you planning on doing with that massive fang there?
This is my fang.
No, sure, but are you gonna make a weapon out of it, or what are you gonna do?
I could do anything with it. It could be a weapon. It could be a boomerang. It could be, I could put it in my mouth, pretend it's my own tooth.
Okay.
Look, why? Are you jealous of it?
No,
do you want to trade for it?
I didn't really totally understand why you took it. But if you're planning on making a weapon out of it, that seems kind of cool. But I
know, I am cool.
I cast a message from how far away I am.
Yeah.
Atlas, what are you doing?
Hello?
Just Come on, we have to get to the castle.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay, the castle?
Yes.
And then I finally like look over. Oh God, you're so far away now. I start.
Did you say castle? I know a castle.
Billiam, you know the castle we're going to?
You mean that one up on that mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
I literally stopped dead in my tracks. Wait, why are you going there?
Because that's where I've been hiding.
At the castle way up on the top of the thing?
Mm-hmm. I know a shortcut there.
Wait, what?
How do you think I've been surviving? This place is awful.
Hey, Brittany! Frog Kid says he knows a shortcut to the castle. Your castle?
Brittany cast.
I mean, it's not her castle.
Well,
Hold on.
Sorry.
I gotta see if I can cast this.
Oh, man.
Do I have any spell slots? Yeah, I cast Dimension Door.
To,
And I go all the way back. What else? What did you say?
Oh, hey, Brittany. So Frog Kid says that he's been staying at the castle, I guess, and that he knows like a shortcut there to get up to that castle up there.
Brittany like bends down, like leans down and puts her hands on Billiam's shoulders. You know a way into the castle?
I do, but what's it to you?
That's my home.
No, it's not. It's not your home. It belongs to somebody else.
Okay, for now. But those people that live there right now took it from me, and I'm gonna go murder everybody in there and take it back.
Well, I mean, you're not that strong, so it's understandable that they took it from you.
Alice actually laughs that way out loud.
I mean, I killed that big serpent. What did you do?
Brittany like pats the frog on the head, says, Yep, you're right, but you know what? That's my debt that I need to pay, and it doesn't matter if I'm not as strong as you because it's gonna get done. There are strength in different ways,
Yeah.
frog child.
Imagine if someone took
I didn't
you-
know weaknesses were their strength.
Well, obviously you haven't been to many job interviews because they ask you that question all the time.
I don't need a job. I'm a croaker.
You know what? What if I'll give you something really fine and shiny and wonderful if you show me the way. What do you want,
listening.
child?
I'm listening.
Gold? Do you want gold? Do you want a weapon? What do you want? Do you want all the tacos in the taco hut?
You know what? I need you to show me what you want to give me first before I say anything.
I cast Taco Hut.
So yeah, you like open the taco hut and it's like laid out like, you know, a buffet of just all different kinds of tacos and foods and everything.
That's tempting. But now I got like a bunch of meat. I don't need this meat wrapped in napkins.
You know, that's a fair point, but eventually the meat that you have is going to be gone because you're going to eat it, and then you're going to get hungry again, and that's when you're going to need some meat wrapped in napkins.
Nah, I'd rather talk to the big guy. I walk over to Atlas.
Hey, like imagine if your swamp got taken from you. You know, that's like the situation here. You got to get your swamp back, right?
Look, I'll show you, but she's not allowed.
She's not allowed to.
Brittany's like behind Billiam, like saying,
You know, okay. You know what? We can make that work. I know she's a lot sometimes. All right. She's a handful. She's a pop star. You know, she's a prima donna. Okay. She's like a whole lot to take. So yeah, let's just keep
Brittany, how are you taking this as he's saying it?
Wait, her name's Prima Donna? She's been calling her Brittany this entire time.
No, it's like a. Actually, even I don't know what that means now that I realize it. It's not a thing in this universe. No, she's just like she can be a lot to take. So yeah, let's just keep it between us.
How about you control her and I'll show you both?
No, absolutely, I can control her. Absolutely.
it's a lot of eye rolls from Brittany and a lot of like gritting her teeth and just
So Brittany's going to stay
Playing
behind
along.
us. She's going to carry our stuff for us. And she's going
That's
to...
a
Excuse
good
me.
idea. I walk back to Brittany and I untie my my
Your meat
shawl,
sack?
my meat sack, and I immediately just slap it onto her. And because I'm tiny, it's kind of hard, so I'm like tying it around her waist. I was like, if you lose that, deal's off.
All right. Seems like this is a good arrangement. Everyone's happy. So, Billiam, where are we going?
Well, we are going to take a shortcut through a cave.
So, there's a cave.
Didn't we just come from a cave?
There's multiple caves here. Come on, I thought you were smarter than her.
One of my lights just fell. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm here still.
Okay, so new cave to help us get up to the thing. Okay. All right. Well,
right.
Billiam, lead the way.
Okay.
while we're
So-
walking, Brittany is casting mending on the meat sack
Okay.
and fixing it because it's just a piece of dirty cloth. So she's making it look a lot better. And
Okay.
while she's walking behind them, she's sewing sequins to it.
Bedazzling the
I'm
meat sack.
bedazzling the meat sack because if I have to wear it, it's gonna look fucking good.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Brittany would definitely do that. Okay. So, you head through this cave, and Billiam, you're very familiar with the cave systems, but they also all kind of wrap into themselves and whatnot. So, roll a wisdom. Roll a wisdom.
Did I do it? Oh, there you go. I'm just sending wisdom over and over again. There you go. 10.
10. Okay. So as you're walking through this particular area, wait, do I not have this open? There we go. You're starting to get a little confused by some of the layouts. You think it might be that cave, might be that cave. Can't quite remember. So now roll a perception.
Perception. Wait, why am I not seeing this right now?
It should be in your.
Yeah, I see it. I see it now.
Okay. Okay.
That's a 1.
Can Atlas, I want to see if Atlas can perceive two things. One, can Atlas perceive that Billiam is maybe having a hard time navigating? And two, can Atlas perceive if Billiam has dark sight? Like, can Billiam see in this cave?
Billiam has dark sight.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like Billiam clearly is not like running into stuff,
Okay.
you know. It's just like seems to be kind of looking here, looking there, a little confused. So yeah, you'd notice a couple of like little actions here and there, some like little like body language type stuff of like kind of like leaning a little bit left and then a little bit right and then like kind of making a choice, you know. But like it's clear that there's some decision making going on.
Okay, so I, maybe during one of these like forks in the cave, I leaned down next to Billiam. It's like, Billiam, which way looks more familiar to you, bud?
Look, I'm checking everything. We don't want to get attacked again. Also, you got really like beat up. Do you need a break?
I mean, thank you for that concern.
I think this is a good place to make camp.
Okay, you're thinking we take like a little short rest here. That's what you're thinking.
I think you should heal up. And you should eat some of this meat and then I'll show you the way.
Then you'll show us the way. Okay.
I actually think Atlas is fine because I think that Brittany casts.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm
Heal.
sure Brittany wants to get her spell slots back though.
I do.
That's I mean, totally. I'm just saying, like, you might be like, because Billiam has taken more damage than you.
Look,
so,
Billiam's looking for a reason.
Billiam's just projecting.
right?
yeah.
Also,
Billiam's like, you need it.
If I'm having a little trouble looking, I'm gonna try to remember where to go. I'm literally like Gandalf, like, let's take a seat.
Okay. All right. Well, you set up a little camp in this cave,
Yo, prima donna, bring me my meat sack.
Again, we don't know what that means, but it's fine. Call her that.
That's what you called her.
Yeah, you're the one who gave her that word.
In Celestial, I speak to Atlas, and I'm like, I am going to murder this frog.
That was exceedingly good. So your vocabulary, your pronunciation is just like really becoming stellar. Anyway, yeah, frog's being super rude. But I guess like we kind of have to go with it until this little frog kid shows us the way.
Yeah, the second that I can leave this frog child, I will. And I'm holding it together by a thread.
I'm kind of thinking the frog kid may not even know where it's going right now, but maybe he'll remember after this rest.
It better. If I'm putting up with this, the frog better know where he's going.
Where's my meat?
Here, switch back to common. Here's your meat sack, and Brittany like plops it down in front of him.
What did you do to my? What did you do to this?
I fixed it. I made it better.
Oh, you used some of your fabrics.
Yes, it was gross,
Yeah, I think I recognized some of that from the outfits that we wore when we
and it smelled bad.
When
You smell bad. You're the one that made it smell bad.
What was my freaking gnome's name that performed with you on stage?
Jolly.
Jolly. When
Jolly.
Jolly performed with you on stage, I think I recognized some of that fabric there.
Oh yes, well I had to reuse the costume, you know.
Oh, you're not getting any meat now.
That's fine. I cast Taco Hut again, and I... Atlas, if you would like to join me, you may.
Ooh.
Or you can stay out here with Billiam.
Pastor? Sure.
Pastor? What is that?
No, it's fine. You have your meat. I'm going to go eat my tacos.
Enjoy your napkins.
Oh, I will.
Billiam like looks for like a long stick, and then he starts like setting up like basically a rudimentary like roaster over the campfire.
Yeah, there aren't like any sticks or anything because you're kind of deep in the cave. So you might have to like pull something out of your sack or something.
Yeah. I probably don't have too much in. I guess like with a series of daggers, he makes like a little like
Spit.
a little spit.
Okay. So you cook that meat. You have y'all have a rest.
Yeah, so while we're resting, Billiam's like occasionally taking big chunks out of the meat and just like looking down each of the halls, like trying to figure out which direction we should be going.
I think I see Billiam fumbling with all of this, and I hand Billiam my spare trident that I haven't used in forever. Which would work pretty well as a spit, if I'm being honest.
Here, have this fork, basically. My goodness.
Here you go, use that.
Wow.
Can Billiam even carry it properly?
Billiam's like, it's like a giant broom. What is this?
It's a trident, but like it would work better than your daggers to cook that meat.
I can see that.
I imagine Billiam cooking meat exactly the same way that Jasmine cooks marshmallows, in that she shoves it onto a stick and then puts it directly into the fire, like inside of the fire.
As long as it gets
Char in that meat.
Yep. So like while everybody's kind of resting, Billiam like sort of like goes and looks like pokes his head during the tunnels and trying to remembers which tunnel it was.
Okay.
I like to imagine like Billiam has used Thieves' Cant as a way of like sort of like marking the walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so
Yeah.
too. I think that having like left signs behind to know which way is which would make sense.
Okay, so we take a long rest while we do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I'll say
rest.
because he ate, you can add an extra hit die to your healing. Obviously, you also heal overnight as well.
We're saying this is a long rest?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, also, I know where the bardic inspiration for us to keep track of it is.
Oh,
Wait,
cool.
did it
I'm
not
happy that you found it.
Okay.
reset everything? Okay, it didn't. I guess you have to undo your spell slots?
Oh, if you take a long rest, you need to make sure to hit confirm. Otherwise, it doesn't actually do it.
I thought I was doing it for, thank you.
That's neat that it does it on its
Yeah.
own. Okay.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let me know when y'all are good.
Cool. That's neat. I like how that works. Okay.
Yeah, just saves you. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Billiam kind of sneaking away to like make sure and look at everything. You do find a path that you know will get you going in the right direction. It's not going to take you straight to the castle. You think you probably missed that one a few tunnels back, but you're also a little, you know that going back would probably not go over well with them, right? And you would never admit that you're wrong.
Which is true.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
We're going this way, guys. And look, I know it's probably going to take us a little bit longer, but it's so much safer than walking out there. Everything out there has gone wild.
Go out where? What?
Out in the open.
Oh, right. That's why we're in the cave. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So we're going this way.
Okay.
Tell that prima donna, like, I can't get in her taco hut, so tell her to come with us.
Okay. Alice lifts the flap. Brittany!
Yes, Atlas. She's like resting there. She's got cucumbers on her eyes. Yes, Atlas.
Frog Kid remembers the way.
Okay, I'll be there in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, just a second. Getting ready.
Let's take
Be
her
right
so
there.
long. I'm just gonna leave her if she doesn't come.
Oh, she's got your...
I mean, it'd be better if she came, but like...
She's got your meat, remember?
No, she gave me the meat back.
She's got your fang, remember?
No, I have the fang here.
We gotta wait for her, all right?
Why?
Because she's important. It's her castle.
I mean, I don't believe it's her castle, but it would be better if there was more of us, because if something like attacked us, at least we have a third person we can just give up.
Totally. Totally. On this complete same page with you. I also can call my bear if we need the bear friend.
Can you just do that all the time?
Yeah, I mean, he's in my... Well, he's not in my mind, but like I can talk to him just like whenever. He's in the stars, I think. I don't know.
That serpent really hit you over the head, didn't it?
Brittany walks out of the taco hut. Bottle of wine in her hand.
It's like 8 a.m.
Billiam
Let's
walks
go!
over to Brittany and like slaps whatever is left over in the meat sack onto her.
It's fine.
How does Billiam react to the bedazzled nature of the meat sack?
It's more shiny, which is cool. It doesn't smell like it used to.
Is that bad?
Because it's, for Billiam, it's like a baby blanket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's not happy about the smell.
He's not that happy, but he's also like, we just, I don't want to carry it.
At the end of the day.
I could always remove him later.
I forget, Chris, Brittany, you have some sort of like bag of holding or something like that, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you did. All right.
No, I just have the taco hut.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Magical taco hut. Okay. So y'all head further deep into this cave. Billiam, now you're able to pay attention to the signs that you left yourself a while back. And you crest a corner, and you can see some light kind of coming through. There's another opening at the end of this cave. And as you come out of the cave, there's, a little rocky outcropping and whatnot. And just beyond, you see a bunch of hound archons and a warden archon. And they're standing in front of this massive temple. It's all white on the outside with also a kind of silver dome that's a little tarnished. And you can see that these hound archons and this warden archon, they're kind of, the warden is giving them instructions, and then they're kind of like going off. So just different groups are going and doing different things. Some of them hands weapons to, some of them they're carrying supplies and whatnot. Some of them are patrolling. The warden archon, which y'all have not seen any of yet, looks like a giant bear person.
That's right.
It has like the head of a bear. It's wearing this kind of elaborate breastplate. This one's is silver, and yeah, it's just reading out all these kind of instructions for all of these other archons.
We only see one warden. The rest are kind of like all. Are they all hounds? The rest of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah.
Do I know what any of them are saying, or can I hear any of what they're saying?
You could roll a perception. I think Atlas would be able to probably pick it up on his own.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up some stuff here and there. It sounds like, standard military type orders. But what you do
Can Billiam actually
recognize
comprehend the language that they're speaking?
Oh, yeah, good question. Do you speak Celestial?
No.
Okay, so no. So you can hear it, and then it all sounds like gibberish to you. I didn't think about that.
Billiam sort of like hesitates as he's like watching, and then he like slowly backs up, and then he like quickly pitter patters over to Atlas, and he's like, "Listen, shush. There's more of them over here. And one's a bear, but it's not like your bear.
Oh.
There's a lot of them over there. We have to be very quiet if we're gonna get by this.
Okay. So
tell the other one she has to stay quiet if we're not gonna get caught."
Okay. I whispered to Brittany. It sounds like there's some Hound Archons and a Warden Archon up there. And then
this isn't the way to the castle.
Apparently, this is still the way there.
Yeah, there is. So Billiam knows there is a path that leads in front of this temple that heads further up the mountain.
I maybe do peek my head out just to perceive what they're talking about.
So yeah, it's all, just kind of orders for, what that squad should be doing at each time. There's just a bunch of different groups that come up and kind of get orders from the Warden Archon. You also see some like carrying around supplies and whatnot to and from. Basically just, it's very active in the area.
Got it. Okay.
And yeah.
Look, normally this temple is not being used, but now it is.
Oh, so this wasn't being used when you came by this before?
No.
Oh, okay. So what's your plan to get us by?
Well, I can sneak by. I mean, but you're kind of clunky, so...
I'm a little bit clunky.
And plus, you're not good at fighting, so I don't know if you could take them on.
Okay.
Could you use your bear?
Listen,
I mean, she's certainly useless.
We can fight if we need to, all right, Frog Kid? But
Billiam.
That said, we may not want to fight the freaking Warden Archon, and the Hound Archons look pretty difficult too. Maybe I don't know. You know what she is really good at is disguises. She can make us look like someone that's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So are you gonna make yourself look like that bear?
No, I'm not.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him.
Oh.
I turned to Brittany.
Well, I'll just wait over here.
Brittany, besides like an Archon, which I think would probably be a pretty difficult costume to pull off, what else would normally be seen around here? What else could we disguise ourselves as?
I will. Can I do like an insight or I guess Arcana or some sort of check on like which creatures would be here in this area of Celestia and close to my home, I guess?
Yeah, I think you could roll a knowledge check on that because it's your home. So whatever your maximum knowledge roll would be, whatever you have like a proficiency in, just use that for knowledge.
I'm like persuasion, intimidation, and deception. Let's see. I'll just do an insight roll
Okay.
because that's probably the closest.
You have a +9 to your insight?
I have a +12 to my
Taking its time.
intimidation.
Oh!
All right. Okay. So,
28.
as you look at the temple, you actually kind of have a memory of the temple from when you were younger. It looks kind of familiar. Back then, the dome was not tarnished. It was a lot brighter, shining the moonlight off of it and everything. And so you would know that it wouldn't, at least back then, it wouldn't have been uncommon for people like you to be seen around there. As you're not that far from Mercuria, the place where you're from. So it wouldn't necessarily be out of the ordinary for you to be there.
Yeah, so occasionally the Averell come down to this temple for worship. I think I remember going to a festival once or twice that was held in this area. So if we can change... We can just... Alice, can you summon your wings?
Let me see.
You got wings.
Yeah, you definitely can.
And Alice attempts to... Ah!
And they like blast out like beams, just like...
Billiam is like impressed. Whoa.
Yep. Did I do it? Yep.
You did it.
Got the wings.
That's what you need.
Okay, so this will be good enough?
Wings come out. Yeah, for us.
Okay.
I mean, I guess, Frog, do you have wings?
No, why would I need wings?
Well,
Because everything in this realm has wings.
to blend in. I guess you said you could hide. Could you just hide as we attempt to just walk past?
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I think that's a plan. So where do we need to go? We just need to walk past the temple there, Billiam?
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but...
Okay. So...
Look, if we could just get to the other end of the door,
Okay.
then we can keep going.
So what's the plan here? We just sort of walk out and walk to the other end and see if anyone stops us?
I don't think this is going to work, but you could try.
Brittany does cast Disguise Self, but it's more like... I mean, she still looks like an Averell, so she's still got the wings, but she just doesn't look like Brittany. She just looks like another...
She hides who she is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Well then, so y'all just walk out.
Billiam stays behind a little bit because he's completely unsure this is going to work.
Yeah, Billiam's still hiding.
I think...
Let's see.
Yeah, Brittany, are you cool with this plan?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
Wait, Billiam walks up to Brittany. He's like, wait, before you leave. He unties the meat sack.
takes it from Brittany.
Yeah. Just in case you die, I don't want...
That's fair. I don't want to die with it on me either, so I think this is the best.
I don't see a lot of the whatever you are here, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, me and Brittany walk out.
All right. So you both need to make some stealth checks.
Is it stealth? Because I mean, we're not necessarily trying to hide.
I think it would be deception, right? Because I'm not trying to hide. I'm just being me.
Let's see, because when it says sneak past guards, because you don't want to be necessarily
It's
seen. Let's see.
She's hoping to
deception's
hide
more
in
about
sight.
Deception's more about speaking. You're trying to deceive someone.
Performance?
But no, okay, pass yourself off into disguise as well.
yeah, because I feel like that's exactly what we're trying to do.
Yeah, use your deception.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so both y'all use deception rolls.
Oh my gosh.
And you gain a +2 from the disguise. Okay, Atlas, well done.
13.
There you go. Okay, so Brittany confidently walks out, heading towards the path, and no one is the wiser. Brittany looks exactly like she belongs there. Atlas, you are you're walking like you normally do, but you look like you're more like the size of Brittany and the stature of Brittany. So you're kind of clunking along.
I am very clunky. Yes.
Yeah, and you kind of stand out a little bit. So several of the Hound Archons kind of look at you, and the Warden even like looks up for a second. Billiam, what are you thinking?
Billiam is like completely just shocked that Brittany obviously could do this, but was like worried about both of them in general. And Billiam's just still standing behind the opening, watching this unfold, and is like trying to think of like if it needs to like if he wants to actually sneak out or if he wants to like
What you
do
gonna
something to help them.
What you gonna do? Gotta make that decision.
Are you going to do that, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna ready a spell as a reaction in case somebody gets attacked.
Okay. Okay. So I assume y'all keep walking. You don't. What do you do now that you kind of see them looking at you and whatnot?
Yeah, I see them. Let me think here. What can I do to make myself seem?
Can I like look back and see if? Like,
No, yeah, you've made it much further ahead, and so you do kind of take a look back, and you can see that
he's having
you're
trouble.
Like, oh no!
I know.
Like it's clear that people are kind of looking at him.
So what Brittany does is she calls back to Atlas, and says, like, oh gosh, Staven, I told you to watch. I told you not to walk without your cane. You don't walk very well with it. Come, let me help you. And she walks back and like sort of like props him up and is like sort of carrying him and like helping him along.
Oh,
You know how difficult it is.
Oh my cane.
Let me help you.
Oh, yes.
Is everybody like looking at them now?
Yeah, roll another deception.
Okay.
Both of us.
Just Brittany.
Don't worry, it's happening.
Promise.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So you're making this big thing of it, and they're all looking at you now, and you see that the Warden is missing
Oh.
because he's standing right behind you. All Warden Archons have the ability to teleport anywhere they want uninterrupted.
Oh, that's great.
And he saw a little bit through your deception there, as you might imagine.
Listen, it was a great deception.
How? It was flawless.
So he looks down at you, and he's sort of like, well, that was an embarrassing disguise.
Oh,
We've been waiting for you here at the temple, by the way.
I mean, I thought it was pretty convincing. The wings and everything.
Staven is not a very angelic name, let me tell you.
Damn it, Brittany.
You should get your friend as well and come along this way.
Come along where?
Follow me into the temple. We've been waiting for you.
Come on, Billiam. Don't stand out there.
Billiam stays right where he is and like takes a deep breath, and you can see his little frog sack go, and he casts fog cloud and creates another fog cloud where he is, and it's like a smoke attack, like disappearing.
Oh, okay. And what does he do within that smoke?
He runs and hides.
Like still within the smoke, or
No, he
somewhere
goes,
else?
He goes somewhere else, but he
Okay.
basically is like starts going back down the tunnels,
He goes back
but
into the
uses
cave.
the fog as like a smoke screen.
Well, I guess he'll be fine to come along whenever he likes. It's not really him that needs to speak to Marin. Follow me.
Where are we following you to?
Inside the temple.
Okay. What was your name?
Ulrich,
Ulrich.
not Staven.
Nice to meet you, Ulrich.
So, if y'all choose to follow, he walks out in front of you towards the temple. There are these massive marble doors that he pushes open. And inside you see this beautiful Baroque style temple. There's stained glass windows all along the side that the moonlight comes in through and casts onto the ground. And you can see that they are images of Barakiel with his flaming sword. You see an Avariel who may look familiar to you, Brittany, if you want to do a perception check.
I do.
There are others along the side there that are all images that might remind you of the draconic prophecy that you've been experiencing in a more kind of vague sense. You know, it's not the exact things that you saw, but it is. It does remind you of it. So, Brittany, you look at the stained glass Avariel, and you think it might be one of your ancestors. You know that it looks like someone within your family line, and it even has kind of like a symbol on the armor of it that would be one that you would remember as being belonging to your family.
Yeah.
In front, above you, on the ceiling of the temple, there is a trompe-l'oeil style painting, which are those paintings that are supposed to look like as if they just go off into infinity. You know, they're above you, and they're supposed to kind of convince you that it's like an open sky, but of like stars and whatnot in the sky.
Okay.
And you can see that there's a giant dragon flying amongst there, and there's a whole bunch of other smaller creatures flying along it. And you see kind of like a giant moon in the center. So it's this, you know, very beautiful piece that looks like the sky outside, and even twinkles on its own. There are little pews and whatnot around you. Not a ton of them, but places where some people could sit and gather. All kinds of torches and whatnot around. It's a very glorious-looking temple. And all the way at the end, you see a giant throne, a massive silver throne. And atop that throne, you see a silver dragon looking back at you.
Oh.
So a silver dragon, just for everybody to know, they have two claws kind of coming out of their wings. They kind of have like one of those longer jaws, scales up the center. They're very much kind of a traditional looking dragon with silver scales. And it sees you and walks forward into a shadow that is cast in front of it. And as it walks through, comes out as an elf that is has like silver hair and, you know, a nice silver robe, and it's very kind of unassuming looking individual. She walks up to you and says, "Well, it's been a long time that we've been waiting to see you here. I'm glad that you finally made it."
Oh, I didn't know I kept you waiting.
Well, we've been waiting a long, long time for you, so it's no bother. Although things do seem to be a little more urgent these days. Are you well?
I think so.
Could be better.
What'd you say? I didn't. It cut out.
Oh, could be better.
It kind of seems like Celestia's not that well, if I'm being honest. Seems a little militaristic at the moment.
Indeed, I would agree, and I'm not a huge fan of it. As you can see, my own soldiers are going around and moving supplies and whatnot, not for Barakiel, but in order to sort of set them aside in case they are needed. Not all of us here agree with what Barakiel's been doing. That's part of why you're supposed to be here, but honestly, it wasn't something we could totally predict.
And you're talking about the whole prophecy. That's why we're supposed to be here, right?
Well, yes, of course.
Okay.
I have spoken to you many times, although in many different forms. Atlas, of course, your lineage leaves you as, well, one of those who are marked and whose duty it is to fulfill the prophecy. Their destiny, if you will. You were always meant to come here.
Okay.
Out of character. Dude, do we realize that we've talked to this person before, or is this...
Nope.
No. Okay. Wait, we've talked to you before?
Have you been in my dreams?
Yes, in your dreams, sometimes physically appearing in order to help push you along, give you the right guidance that you need when you are looking for it. Brittany, she looks at you, and in your head, you like looking at the eyes. You remember that kind of turtle person that you saw back in Droam. Atlas, you looking into the eyes, you kind of remember some old man that you met at a library who gave you some information back in Fairhaven, and yeah, obviously your dreams and whatnot. Has Braldir been helping you along then?
Well, yeah, he's been giving us good directions and honestly been pretty helpful so far. Yeah.
As your patron, it was my duty to make sure that you had an appropriate companion. I hope that he is serving you to your liking.
He's awesome. Yeah. You're my patron.
Indeed. You're marked by the dragon, and, well, I am the dragon that is supposed to guide you forward. I'm Marin, by the way.
You're Marin. So...
Yes.
Why...
One second. While you two are having this little conversation, I need to go get our frog friend.
Frog child.
He's just out there by himself, and he's just a child, and as much as I hate him, which I do hate him, point noted, he's gonna get himself killed. Hold on one second. And then Brittany walks outside and is like, Billiam, it's safe. There's meat in here.
So when you see Billiam, you actually see Ulrich picking up Billiam, kind of by the
let me
by
go.
the ship.
Let me go. And
You got
Billiam's really struggling, and he's constantly trying to punch him with his tongue.
Yep. This one really, it's really fighting a lot. So yeah, it's hitting Ulrich in the side, but it's not really affecting him at all.
Yeah.
So Ulrich is just kind of carrying you along towards the door.
You can put him down. Don't worry. He's not going to get into much trouble. Just annoying.
Puts him down.
All right, come along,
That was a
Billiam.
mistake. I'm gonna... You watch yourself. At night, I'll take this. And he pulls out a knife, and he's really twisting it in the air.
Okay. He's just smiling at you, just kind of, oh, that's silly, and walks back over to his little station that he was reading from.
Okay. So I've been dragon marked. You chose me to help fulfill some draconic prophecy to save the world, essentially.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's not that you were chosen by me. It's more that you were dragon marked, and I was the one tasked with guiding you wherever you needed to go.
Are there other dragon marked people out there right now?
Oh yes, of course.
And it's the dragon patrons that are helping influence them to do what they are hoping to accomplish?
Indeed. They all have their own part to play in the draconic prophecy.
It's just such a bad system, though, isn't it? It's you're freaking dragons. You're so powerful. Why don't you just go down there and do whatever it is that you're trying to do?
Billiam grabs Brittany's by the dress and's like, what's happening?
Oh yeah, because you cannot understand what they're saying at all.
Well, Atlas is unhappy that the dragons aren't doing anything to stop the destruction of the world.
Wait, there's dragons?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, because you didn't see the transformation.
Where?
Oh, it's the elf. They're a dragon.
That's not a dragon.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, that's what's happening.
So he's
Billiam,
mad at him for not doing anything?
Yeah. But that's why we're here, to save the world and fulfill the prophecy.
What is...
So Billiam, there is shiny stuff everywhere inside here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Okay.
Billiam like eyeing everything and is like, okay.
Just making some plans.
Billiam like slowly kind of scoots away from Brittany and then takes a couple meats out of the bag and puts it under a pew and then just tries to like blend into he just tries to blend into the background.
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
I have very good stealth.
Let's see this.
20, 31.
Dang.
Wow, it's a crit.
Plus 11.
It's a crit. Okay. So, yeah, you kind of like start to back away and everything, and it's just like, as often is the case, people ignore the little guy. So you're just kind of like backing away, and no one is the wiser. And now you're in a shadow. Nobody can see you.
So Billiam just goes
frog wild.
Goes frog wild. Just starts sort of carefully making it to any altar that's close enough to start grabbing things.
So mostly what you're able to grab is there's like some candle holders, candelabras and whatnot that are all clearly made of pure silver.
Take those.
Yeah, and so you're able to kind of
take those immediately.
Take one, just kind of like pop it off of the to the top. So you get like 2 of them, no problem. And you put them away in your pack.
Billiam moves further in.
Okay, we'll get back to Billiam in a second. Brittany, do you react at all to Billiam kind of sauntering away?
No.
Billiam doesn't see her, or she can't see Billiam.
Right, but if she's looking around and he's not there.
No, Brittany does not care about Billiam whatsoever.
Why don't you let Brittany answer that?
Billiam is like, children should be seen and not heard.
Exactly.
But for her, she's like, children should be not seen and not heard. So Billiam's just gone.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's here, and I don't care. As long as he's not bothering me, he can do whatever he wants.
Gotcha. All right, Atlas, do you have any further questions for Marin? Yeah.
So, what is your goal to have me do? Like, what is my purpose in all of this?
Yes, of course. Well, you found the dragon egg long ago.
Yeah.
And it's your duty to ascend to the top of Celestia and hatch that dragon.
I think that's what...
It's the only one that can stop the calamity. Return it back to normal.
The calamity?
Yes, what has befallen Ebberon. You steal a little,
It's a statue.
Statue, yeah.
Jasmine IRL just put a little Wario
Waluigi.
Waluigi thing in her pocket. Okay. So this dragon is destined to help stop the calamity. How do you know that?
Because it's the only way to stop the calamity.
What?
It is
That's just circular logic. No.
Well, it's happened circularly for a very long time.
God. It's starting to feel like dragons are kind of the problem.
Yes, but they also keep the balance.
Of what? Death and life?
Dragons don't have control over whether you mortals live or die. You are your own. We simply protect Ebberon from destruction. But because of the actions of many mortals, it has fallen into disarray. And so we must re-bring the balance. Billiam continues to steal just little things here and there.
Okay.
Just cram like 6 dice in my shirt.
At this point, your bag is getting pretty full. You're gonna have to take out some more meat if you're gonna want to get more things.
Well, I think me and my companion here, Brittany, we were going to the top of the mountain anyway. She's got her own business there, and yeah.
I do.
Is there anything that you can do to assist us getting there then?
Indeed, I was hoping to.
Preferably in the basement.
What?
if that's an option. Not through the front door.
Oh.
Incognito, you know. We don't want them knowing that we're trying
I
to bring
thought it
the
was
dragon
your
egg.
house. Why wouldn't you go through the front door?
Everyone sees you. I see you, and
Yeah.
your coat is 3 times as big as it
Yeah.
No,
was.
it's in my bag. It's in my
It's in the
bag.
bag.
Look,
It's in the
it's
bag.
dripping with meat. No one's gonna look in there.
But it's all like lumpy,
It is
you know, it's like
much-
sharp
It
corners.
is
and stuff.
dramatically
much
larger
bigger.
than it was
Yeah.
moments
Yeah.
ago.
No, I can't just take you there or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Brachial soldiers are watching quite a bit, but many of us here do not agree with what he's been doing. His concept of justice has become warped. He doesn't seem to be obeying the laws of good, though he should be. Sometimes this can happen where an archon is corrupted by some outside force, and I believe this to be another individual from your plane.
Someone from Corvair is influencing Brachial?
Indeed. He has been convinced by some very impressive individual, I imagine.
Wonder if...
Now, I can help you in order to show you the way, and perhaps to give you tools in which to fight what is coming ahead, as it will not be an easy road. There has been corruption spread throughout many of the archons across all of the planes of Celestia, and it's my hope that I can start you on a path and that you will meet more of my companions along the way who can help guide you further.
Oh,
I think that would be great.
that would be fantastic. How have you managed to avoid the corruption of the rest?
Well, I stay here within my temple, and ultimately I have respected and understood you short-lived mortals for a very long time. I like to walk amongst you and learn of your ways, and so the ways of deception don't work as well against me. I am aware of how you work.
How old are you?
It's
You don't ask a lady a question.
Put that back, Billiam! I saw that!
I'm quite old. That's all that you need to know. Time here is different, and many of us are timeless, if you will.
Was the person that has been influencing Brachial, are they called Verdant Fur? Is that name familiar to you?
I'm not sure if that who has been influencing Brachial, but I am aware of him through your journeys. I have been watching you for a very long time, and I do believe that he certainly plays a large role in what is going on.
Okay.
So, please present to me your arms.
Okay.
I pull out my warhammer.
Okay?
I pull out my wrist. Wait, which arms? My real arms?
Billiam, do you do anything?
Billiam doesn't know that he's part of this conversation.
Wait, I thought our hands, not our physical weapons.
No, your arms, your weapons.
Oh,
Brittany's
I have this.
Brittany's having to think a long time about the last time she's even used a weapon.
I know. It's like, well, my weapon is my voice. So, but I have this. And she pulls the bow off her back.
Okay.
Billiam sort of
and you as
pitter-patters.
well. The dragon or Marin looks over at you, like just like right in your eyes, like knows exactly where you are, and you as well.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, you've got those little daggers, right?
Yeah.
Well, get over here.
Wait, what? What's going on? And Billiam just kind of strides
Waddles
confidently.
over, dragging the bag.
No, let's tie it up over his shoulders. What's going on?
It's really crushing him under the weight.
What am I
of it.
doing?
Don't worry about it. Just do it.
I don't know of you too well, but are you another of their companions?
Companion's a stretch.
He seems innocent
If I
enough.
say yes, will you not kill me?
I won't kill you either way.
Oh, then yeah. Sure.
Well, then present to me your arms.
William holds out both arms.
Yeah. No, your weapons.
Oh, you mean these puppies? And he pulls out 2 daggers. I also got, wait, I also got, and he pulls out a sling. Also, this guy said I could make this tooth, and he pulls out the tooth into a weapon.
Oh, so you have my trident.
Is that what you would? That's a little big. I don't know if
Billiam.
No, Billiam
Billiam's really
left
carrying
it.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the cave still.
Okay.
Is that what you wish? Would you like me to turn that into a weapon?
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. So she sort of waves her hand, and you see like kind of a celestial light spread out from her hand, emanating across all of your weapons. Atlas, your hammer now has a celestial glow about it, and has a kind of a silvery sheen. And it is now a +1 magic item. So add an additional +1 to your attack rolls and the damage rolls, and it does magical damage now.
Cool.
So, Brittany, you hold out your bow, and Marin waves across the bow, and it turns silver, but also has a lot of inlays of flowers and whatnot like that. It's very pretty looking bow. And when you carry it, you feel kind of even more like magnificent than you usually do. You're very confident, even more so, right? You get like a little boost. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives you +1 to your persuasion, performance, and deception rolls going forward.
Dang.
Billiam, you hold out the tooth as is, and she waves her hand over it, and suddenly it has a silver wrapped handle
yeah.
attached to it, and it even has some silver inlays going up the tooth. And so now you have what is essentially a dagger, as the ones that you already have. +1. It does magic damage now. And we'll discuss the mechanics of it later, because I wasn't planning on this happening.
I wasn't either, but this is fine.
It'll likely also have some other kind of magical effect as well, because it's the tooth. But yeah, it still works as a dagger in terms of how it will affect the way that you fight with it. Okay. So
Just to be clear, are we saying that the +1 damage is the radiant damage, or is all damage that this Warhammer does radiant damage now?
it does all damage is radiant. Yeah. So Marin kind of, the glow goes away, and Marin says, "These should help you further as you ascend, Celestia. Your physical weapons weren't going to be very effective against the challenges that lie ahead for you. But now with these celestial effects, hopefully they will allow you to be more successful as you ascend.
Thank you.
Now, I can lead you the way that you should go, but if you have any more questions, please do ask. I can provide as much information as possible."
Sorry, there's like probably 19 million questions I want to ask. I guess, okay. Do you know about they seem to be stones of power that we've been calling chismas, that have been getting destroyed?
Indeed.
We've been given some description of where to locate the others. Are you specifically familiar of where to find the remaining?
Yes, although there are very few left intact. I can point to them on a map for you, perhaps, that you can take, guide you with the stars, as it will.
That would be fantastic.
And so Billiam rolls another stealth check. Is that what just happened?
No, well, yeah, sure, why not?
Reset? Oh, okay.
My God.
Once again, Billiam kind of disappears into the shadows, slinking away. So essentially, you know, she once again kind of puts her hands out for you, and you can kind of, in your head, you just get this map of the stars that you know how you can interpret it in order to know where that position is, right? Like, you have this knowledge of the Celestia, of the celestial plane that allows you to interpret the stars in that way.
Does that mean that the remaining are in Celestia?
No, no. The stars while you're on.
Got it.
Corvair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And so there's 2
there's 2 remaining.
left intact. Yeah.
2 left intact?
Yeah, because
Yes.
a bunch have been destroyed at this point, right? Yeah, like 4 of them have been destroyed, or 5? I can't remember. I think there was 6 or 7 in total.
You protected the
There's
one.
7.
And yeah, so 5 have been destroyed, and so there's 1 that you haven't been to.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess in terms of, you said that you were familiar with Verdun Kemble.
Indeed.
Is he dragon marked?
I believe so, although I am not able to detect that for its... If he is dragon marked, then he is not of a dragon of our nature. It's likely an evil, a dark dragon, one that I cannot sense.
Would that mean that, if that was true, that the dragon that may be influencing him is not from Celestia, it's from a different plane?
Absolutely.
These freaking dragons. Okay. Then, Brittany, do you want to ask
Yes.
any information about your castle or anything else?
I guess. What can you tell me about what Bragan has been doing the past years, and how his connection is with, you know, Brachial and all this bad stuff that's going on?
Well, I haven't been monitoring him too heavily, but his troops do pass through here from time to time. It seems that he has been amassing much of the army that Brachial has taken charge of. Occasionally he descends here and speaks with Brachial, but I believe that he mostly keeps to himself in the castle that you once called home.
Sounds about right. Thank you.
I have one last question. You seem to be able to see and sense quite a lot. We've been separated from our friends for a little while now. Do you have any insight into what's happened to our friends Christina, Ravo, Marakai, and Rhaegar?
Yes.
Yes. Marakai and Hex have ascended the mountain further ahead of you.
Hex was here? And Marakai is
Indeed.
with him?
Yes.
Was he wearing a hat?
No.
But
Sweet boy.
if Marakai and Hex are together, I think that means that Hex is good now.
I hope so. Unless Hex has captured Marakai.
Ooh. But they've ascended, you said. Does that mean that they're upwards in Celestia?
Indeed.
Okay.
Well, but what happened to Rhaegar? Where's he?
Rhaegar has sadly perished.
Perished how?
He is dead.
What?
He has moved on to a different plane.
That's impossible. He can't die. He's too stinky to die.
What?
I am sorry that you must find out this, but it is the case.
I hold... like, I... Brittany, do you have Felicia right now?
Yeah.
I go over, I take Felicia, and I hug
You don't take Felicia.
I hug
Felicia's still in my
so
bosom. Felicia's in my bosom.
Oh, he reached in and grabbed it.
Sleight of hand. Roll a sleight of hand. Oh, man.
I don't have sleight of...
Everyone has sleight of hand.
Just roll a dex roll then.
Okay.
It's the third one
Which
from
you
the
get a
bottom.
-2. A 5. So yeah, you just straight up just like go to grab Felicia, and Brittany just backs up out of the way.
And then I
just, like, smack
I just
his-
pull Brittany into a very forced hug.
Okay.
No! Big
man.
Daddy
You just peeked.
Rhaegar!
No, I refuse. I need proof.
We have
I cannot provide you with this proof.
Felicia.
But maybe Felicia just got separated from Rhaegar.
I don't think Marakai would have gone on without him.
Brittany's still like in just like complete shock, and she like sort of crumples into Atlas and like accepts the hug, but like there are no tears or no like outward sadness. It's still just like complete and utter shock, and just goes deathly silent.
Rhaegar. Samantha.
Christina and Ravo are okay.
They are. Good. Good. No one else has... No one else from our party has perished?
No.
Rhaegar. All right.
It's going to be difficult to go forward, I understand. Sadly, this is often how the prophecy carries out.
Listen,
Your companions are to aid you along the way, but there's no guarantee that they will carry it all the way through.
Marin, I want to be clear here. While I appreciate all of the help, and I would appreciate continued help, I don't give a damn about this prophecy. This prophecy is BS. This prophecy isn't something that you can just say, sometimes that happens, sometimes your friends die. No! All right? I'm sick of you and your draconic prophecy and your other dragons ruining the world. We're trying our best to save the world, and at the end of the day, that's all this is. This isn't just something that happens. This is real life, Marin.
Indeed it is. And you are the prophecy.
Oh, God.
Your friends are not.
I appreciate the blessings, and I appreciate the minor reprieve from the hell that is outside. But I'm leaving now.
All right. And as she walks you over to the other side of the temple, she does say, "This has all happened exactly how it was supposed to."
I roll my eyes so hard.
You'll go forward. You will be tested. You will succeed.
You know, you could say spoilers ahead of that.
Spoilers, you succeed. So, I assume the rest of y'all follow. Brittany, are you just still in shock?
Yeah,
standing still.
Brittany's just standing still and like just refusing to like move or acknowledge that this has happened. And like in her mind, like she just sees the flashbacks of her family and being helpless and not being able to do anything while they got slaughtered. And then like she imagines like Rhaegar's dead body and like Felicia sort of snuggling it and like then having to leave Rhaegar's body. And then like all of a sudden she just like slams her fist on Atlas's chest and is like, we have to go get Rhaegar's body. He can't be alone.
I like hold Brittany's shoulders like, we're gonna go to your castle and we're gonna get it the F back, Brittany. That's what we're gonna do for Rhaegar.
Rhaegar. And then she just starts crying.
Billiam comes out of wherever he's been. And he walks up to both of them, obviously distressed. And he actually reaches into his little pockets And he actually pulls out a very clean, very nice looking like handkerchief. It's like monogrammed, but like he doesn't care where it came from. It was just something he picked up. And he hands it to Brittany.
Oh. Actually, I do have an idea. Outside this temple, is it nice? Is it like...
Yeah.
Okay. Then just for a brief moment, I lead me and Brittany and Billiam, if he wants to come along, outside. We find a nice spot with a view. I actually can't believe I get to do this.
Brittany does take the handkerchief from Billiam.
And I cast Ceremony, which includes the ability to do a funeral rite. Now, I don't actually have a corpse to touch, but we're still going to do the same thing anyway. Where I perform a special, it's not going to be a religious ceremony, that is infused with magic. When I cast that spell, I choose one of the following rites. I touch target. So I'm simply just going to mention Rhaegar. And I'm going to perform special Celestial Atlas funeral rite ceremony in Rhaegar's honor.
Okay. So yeah, do you want to describe what the ceremony looks like?
I think so. In my head, I find a spot that's maybe overlooking away from Celestia, so it's got a probably ridiculous view. There's maybe a little tree right next to it. I touch the ground and I start leaving a couple of mementos, including a clipping of Samantha's writing, including a ticket stub to when we performed together in Fairhaven, including a leftover sock that he used to wear around his neck. And I ask Brittany, do you have anything that you would like to leave?
Hold on. I'm crying. Yeah, I assume that, like, Brittany kept some, like, writing from Rhaegar when they were, studying, and...
You have his homework?
Like, when I have his homework, and she leaves that, and probably an outfit that she, like, made for Rhaegar during that he refused to wear, like a fancy cape or something. And I sort of like, I take that outfit and I put all of our like mementos of Rhaegar in there.
Okay.
And sort of like wrap it up into like a present.
And yeah, we place it all sort of in this one spot that sort of has a nice view. And as I cast it, you can sort of see almost like ethereal blue sparkles sort of like form around it in a somewhat humanoid elfoid type apparition sort of like appears in that area. Nothing that like necessarily you can't necessarily recognize anybody in it, but it's a form that is appeared right there, and then it wisps away.
I also cast Prestidigitation, so it smells like Rhaegar.
Oh, it smells like home.
Yeah, Rhaegar smells like a swamp. It's true.
Who's right? Billiam looks at Atlas like, who's Rhaegar?
Brittany starts sobbing uncontrollably.
Billiam? And Atlas takes a look at Billiam's massive sack of loot. You remind me a lot of Rhaegar. You remind me a lot of Rhaegar.
So he was a pretty cool guy, I guess, right?
Brittany pulls Atlas and Billiam into a hug and just like refuses to let go for like a very long time.
Billiam is very distressed by this hug.
She hugs tighter.
It starts squirming.
Not getting out of this hug. Child.
From what's left over is the presence, the not presence, but the items that we had formed there that have now ethereally left away. They leave 3 little essentially trinkets, mementos on the ground that all look like little socks that we could wear around our necks if we wanted to. So I passed those out.
Yeah.
Billiam's
And-
very confused.
Mine's a lacy sock. It's got like little lace fringes on it and embroidery.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a great place to stop.
For those that don't know, that are out there watching live right now, our patrons get to ask our characters questions, as well as suggest NPC names, as you heard Price use a couple of them there. You know, I'm going to put them all together, because they're all, I feel like some patrons or some people got together all to ask this. So thank you to D Nova, to Stephanie, and to Benny Jets. Dearest Atlas, have you ever thought about getting a haircut? You've been traveling with some renowned singers. Maybe it's time to let them give you a makeover? Also, on the other side of that, Atlas, what kind of hair care routine do you do to keep things fresh? And hey, Atlas, what's your daily hair routine? I'll say that my hair has always been fairly coppery and just kind of like wild and shaggy and kind of shoulder length. I don't know. I feel like it turns some heads. It's got kind of a bright look to it. I've never really had a problem, but now, I mean, there's so many people asking, should I change my look? Is there something people don't like about it?
Yes, you should, Atlas. It's doing this weird shaggy thing, and it's not really doing much for you. Either that or, like, make it go really short.
So just really, really long. So like, it's like your hair.
It won't be as good as my hair, but it'll be long.
It'll be better. Got it.
It'll cover up all your flaws.
It can't. I don't have any.
Exactly.
I like it.